How many? Each time I'm eating cucumber, I say, "Is this what these people are saying that they want to go back to Egypt?" You see, can you imagine? Think about it. You see, we can laugh about these things, but you see, this thing is our reality. This is just a typical human being. That God has a glorious destiny for you. And instead of you to be pressing to get into the promised land, you are looking back and trying to go into things that will not profit. Things that can you imagine? They didn't even say that they remember Rolls Royce. It was garlic and cucumber. Cheap things. Do you also realize that these things are cheap? Oh my God. And what makes them think that they can't find cucumber where God is taking them to? What makes you think the thing that is trying to make you backslide, money, that is not where God is taking you to? In fact, let me tell you this. Where God is taking you to, oh my God, you have more than enough, abundance. I wish maybe if you have time, you see where God began to tell them the things there, where you will eat without scarceness. Now let's deal with the issue of entitlement. Now I want us to establish something, and I want you to listen to me. You and God, who created us, and God, who created who? The question looks funny, but laugh. But when you finish laughing now, I'll make you to. I'm asking you a question. Okay. You and God, who created who? God created us. Is it not? Is it not? All right. Now, but do you know how we live? We are living as if God is existing because of us. If God created us, that means we are living because of God. Come on, are you getting what I'm saying? So that means there is a reason why God made me. God is not the one, because without us, God is already God. He was God before he made us. He chose to make us, and he made us for a reason. And if he made us for a reason, so that means what I should be after is, why did God make me? Why am I here? It's not an issue of God is the way many Christians are living their lives is as if God is existing because of us. You know the way we send him as an errand, but you say, "Hey, my uncle is sick, go and heal him." You say, "God, my auntie doesn't have children, give her a child." God, my house rent, give me her. You know what I'm talking about? God is your errand boy. In fact, you say, God say, "Command me." God, I command you. Are you daft? You are commanding God? Is it? You are reading Bible out of context. You say, God say, "Commanding me." You are saying, it's just like you enter your boss's office, say, "I command you, pay my salary." Come on, are you getting what I'm saying? You see, the way what I'm trying to tell you is this. All those things that you think that are your needs, that are making you to murmur against God, is because you are feeling entitled that God is owing you something. Are you aware that God is not owing you anything? How many of you applied before you were born? Let me see your hand. You wrote a letter to God and say, now hear this. Revelation chapter 4 verse 11, the Bible says that God created all for his pleasure. They are and were created. That God does not owe you anything. Now, first of all, that he created you is one matter. That's one matter put aside. Now, do you know another serious matter? after he created you, he also formed you. The Bible says that you are not your own. You have been bought with a price. So you see, because God created you, he already has right of ownership. And that notwithstanding, but because we are born into sin, he had to redeem us. Now, and he said, you know what the Bible says in 2 Corinthians chapter 5? He said that one died so that all who live for the one who died and loved them. Now, what I'm trying to help you to understand is that God does not owe you anything. And if you understand that, you see, you are going to live a life of gratitude. You see, if you understand that majority of your prayer will not be give me, it will be, God, what will you have me do? Why am I here? Is somebody hearing what I'm saying? So these people felt that God was owing them. So they will keep complaining. We remember how we were eating garlic. Brothers and sisters, God is not owing us anything. And for those of you who used to threaten God, how many of you have ever threatened God before? You say, if you don't give me husband by the end of 2025, I will backslide. But what are you still waiting for? You say, God, if by tomorrow you didn't show up, what I will do with my life? If you get HIV, is it you and God that are having HIV? Come on, are you getting? You see, don't be stupid, though. Can you help me tell your neighbor, don't be stupid? Say it again. Tell somebody. You know, so I'm going to do my Abba. When you be lying on hospital bed, is it God that will be lying down with you there? You see, when there's something that a proverb in my place that the person that the gods want to kill, they will first of all make the person what? Mad. You see, when you are thinking like that, you're already a mad person. You are threatening God. God, if you see what, I will live anyhow. Live anyhow, die anyhow. Is it God? And then when you have suffered, I was telling you, don't go to hell from Nigeria. It's a double jeopardy because you're already in hell. Can you hear me? Mentality that makes people to murmur. I know where I would have been. I know where my mates are. How many of you have ever said that before? You know where you would have been. You know. You will not answer me again now. How many of you have ever said you know where you would have been? You know where how many of you have said you are don't lie you. How many of you have ever said you know where you are supposed to be now? And sometimes it's because somebody was owing you 10,000 naira. You say, okay, if this one had paid me this, I know where I would have been. Can you see your life? Can you see how you are thinking? You know where you would have been. How many 10,000 naira have passed through your hand that time? Where are you? You know where you are. You also aware of your mates that are dead? I want you to understand what I'm saying, because so that when Satan starts speaking to you, you can rebuke him. That thing that is trying to make you to be ungrateful, you will rebuke him. I know where I would have been. I know where my mates are. And once you say you know where your mates are, I think the advice I want to give you, come out of Facebook. Your problem is Facebook. Your problem is social media. You see something. Small girl with a big God. You say, is it not? Oppression. Hey, Facebook is a you just see like that. You know the thing I cannot understand Drag me. I can't understand. Pastor is dedicating car, somebody's car. They'll snap, put on the social car. I say, God, just untie this. The person who is selling the car is not making noise. So. The person who made car is not making noise. So. He's making noise. You see, I said this in the other day. Don't live your life on social media. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Are you hearing what I'm saying? You buy a new shoe, you put it out, you are tying it, see what the Lord has done. You don't know that your mates are manufacturing shoe? You don't understand. Do you know that poverty, malaria used to enter Oboro?